my god. I was sleeping in the cabin and then I just felt something in my arm. I turned on the flashlight. It was a freaking daddy long leg crawling on my head.
Now when you said it was so gross. Hello, Outcast fans.
We are your Outcast hosts,
Paji
and Iasmin.
Yay.
So you want to talk about Amber?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I did see a lot of her, like, Amber says this, Amber says Jack Sparrow this, Jack Sparrow. Shoot, what's his name? Johnny Depp, oh my god.
Johnny Depp, yeah. JD.
Yeah. JD. It's always like Amber says this about Johnny, Amber says this about Johnny. Like, all my, like, news pages is her saying something, but I just thought it's over, you know, so I never...
Social media is, like, just intense. And because mostly are Johnny Depp's, you know, like, supporters, it's mostly Amber Heard's hate. She is she is also abusive. You can tell. Like, both of them are crazy. But
that's what I think too. I think both of them have something sketchy about them. Like, Johnny seems so okay.
I mean, that's a while ago, you know. Like, I think the only reason why this lawsuit happens because Johnny lost, like, jobs because of her saying.
Yeah.
And it's just like any other toxic relationship. Like, there's no, like, one person more at fault. But I would side with the social media, like, with people with Johnny, because he has always been, like, he always had a rough childhood and he always had problems and he never hid it. Everybody knows how crazy he can get, you know what I mean? Like, and Amber just didn't help because she has problems. Amber also did shit. That's the thing. And she's like trying to claim like she's an angel and everything. I
my dog stepped on a bee.
Oh my god, her face too. And she's trying so hard to, like, she's like looking at the jury, like trying to, like, okay, maybe she did, like, she had these like scenarios that she did mention, but she should also mention how it happened, how she pushed him to that point. Like, you think you're perfect, like, you think you're the one that's in need more shit.
At the point you can't see what, not
us against the difficulties of the relationship, it becomes me against the guy. Like, it's
you, me against you.
Person, so it's like that's a toxic relationship. For them, it's just the difference is that it's in public.
It's all public, and it's like in a bigger scale too, because you know, like, she decided to put it out there. It's just, I guess, sad that it's so public. Just sad for them that it's so public, and I'm sure, like, it's annoying to need to deal with that and have so many people watching you embarrass yourself too.
Like, not knowing your own fault in public. Like, it's so embarrassing.
It's so embarrassing.
We'll see what will happen. But it's still going on. Like, I just put it on because I'm nothing to watch. And that's
where do you watch it?
I AirPlay it to the TV.
Oh.
And so it's almost summer. For people in school, we still have work.
You know what? Like, I realized after graduating, the real time when I actually realized that I'm an adult is when my summers are gone. Like, it's like, oh, I don't have summer anymore. Unless you're a teacher, then you have summer.
Oh my god! I always okay, Tyler does have a very stressful job. It's really stressful to be a teacher, okay, guys? Like, I mean, imagine dealing with tons of kids every single day, okay, and having 15-minute lunch breaks. It's ridiculous. But the fact that you can have summer holidays and, like, those long holidays in between as well is pretty sick.
It's a perk.
They don't get paid enough for the job. So being a nanny, you can get more money, you know what I mean? Like, especially like without the taxes, it's like,
oh yeah,
you can.
Sure, that's true.
Not saying that being a nanny is easy, you know. Anything with kids, sign me out. Like, unsubscribe me from the list. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't work with kids. We're here to reminisce on our summertime and compare that to what kind of summers people have here in America, because it's so different. And we've watched like, several movies.
Have you watched American Pie?
No, I have, but I wasn't allowed to because I was, my parents were like, no, don't watch that,
Her parents are super strict too. Oh my god. I think I watched it. No, I watched it in a friend's house. I didn't like. Oh, obviously, I can't have that around my house. My mom's too snoopy. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I wasn't allowed to, but I did watch like clips of it. Like when she was on the bed and then they came in for the birthday cake.
Oh my god. Band camp one. That's what I remember it of because of camps.
This really cringy one is Camp Rock that I watched. Do you remember?
Demi Lovato.
Oh my god. Camp Rock.
I remember the piano or something. The girl was like, or I forgot. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe you watched this and thought it was cool or something like that.
Yeah, no, like they were like two groups kind of, against each other. They were dance battling or singing.
It's like they want to make like a step up, except it's singing.
Yeah.
That is so funny. No, you're right though.
But obviously I can imagine summer camps are not actually like that here. I mean, Craig actually went to one last year.
Really? How
Even
was
if it was really cool. I mean, I was definitely not the age for it. Everyone was like 10 years younger. But
you're the camp counselor?
No, I came last minute, so I didn't take any responsibility. I was just there to experience it. But I mean, yeah, in Macau, we're definitely missing out. I think it's such a great experience for kids, just bonding wise, you make a lot of good friends in that experience, but you're also out in the woods. So it's dude, oh my god. I was sleeping in the cabin and then I just felt something in my arm. I turned on the flashlight. It was a freaking daddy long leg crawling on my head.
Now when you said it was so gross.
I mean, they are harmless. They are harmless.
Daddy long legs. Ooh, that sounds so dirty too. Daddy long legs. And it's on your arm.
Despite that, everything else was great. Yeah, I don't know, just a lot of like team activities and
what kind of team activity?
We did have like a jungle, like a mud run competition. You know Spartan, like kind of like Spartan race. Yeah, similar. They have that. But yeah, it's a big camp. You kind of just rent it out and then like a bunch of people sign up and then you can join it. And you have like camp singing too. Like they sing it every morning. Yeah.
It's like Don Bosco camp in Macau.
Yeah. I think that's the closest one we have in Macau. So the closest thing we have to summer camps.
And we did like team building exercises.
Yeah.
Like, stuff. Oh my god. And one had to be the leader, like to test leadership. I hate being the leader. I think we have photos of us, like the one hanging, or like
oh, is that from the yeah, I remember that.
No, yeah, the Don Bosco camp. But there was that mountain camp that we went to.
That's a different one where our teacher teaches like hiking, kind of like self-development / hiking experience, and we went to that in Hong Kong.
And we walked through the mountain in the dark.
Oh yeah, that was one of the challenges, right? Like it was pitch dark and you have to walk through
a path and
then
you're supposed to like make your way like safely alone, and they're like, don't worry, we'll check on you. It's like, what?
So these are the kind of things that they would do something similar in here, like the summer camps too. Or just like workshops in general.
Yeah, we don't really have we don't have mountains. When I said mountain,
it's more like a hill.
Yeah, it was
like a little hill.
A hill bump.
A bump.
Road?
Just with a bit of a tree, a bump with the trees.
Yeah. No, yeah. When we went to Hong Kong, and that was like legit climbing.
Hong Kong have great mountains and beaches. Hong Kong is beautiful for that.
It's so different. Oh my god. And I remember we went up there. I remember we were like in the side of the cliff almost, and we had to
That
hold the
was
rope.
scary.
Yeah, that was
Scary.
scary
Yeah.
because he was like, our teacher was like, oh, don't like really be careful here, or you will lose your life. And it's like, I don't know if he was joking or not, but still, it did look like I could lose my life. But yeah, it was scary. But the view was so beautiful.
It was beautiful. It was kind of like, yeah, it was very, the hill looked like this, and we were literally walking on top. But I loved it. I loved it.
I love the food that we brought. It was like rice and spam. Spam, I love. It's like when you're in, there's something about in the wilderness, and when you eat like cheap food, it's like immensely delicious because you're like limited supplies, and then you're cooking in that like tinted bowl thing, because you had to climb everything. Flag. Oh my god, I can't believe I did that. I'm such an indoor person now.
I don't know. I've done so much of those here. Like I've kind of gotten used to it. Like I really.
You've always been an outdoorsy person. You've been climbing. I think like I got invited to it like maybe later on, and and the only like pull was that, oh, Yasmin is joining too, and I'm like, okay. I think was so not my thing,
but I think you did well. Like I think we were probably like the best like energy hype people there too, because these kind of activities you need like people to hype you up, right?
Yeah, I'm always the hype person, even in volleyball team, because I am
not
a good volleyball player. Yeah. They needed people. I was good enough.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And we never were told to sell Girl Scout cookies.
Girl Scout cookies, dude. I've always wanted, like, it's all over the movies, and I'm so curious what that's like,
I have tried.
The cookies, or you've tried selling cookies?
Nope. First of all, I can't sell nothing to nobody. I can't sell water in the desert. Okay, that's how bad I am at sell. But yeah, like with the cookies, now you can actually buy them right outside Publix. They usually would have like a stand. Sorry, Publix is like a supermarket around here.
Okay.
So I guess maybe in front of a store, anywhere, they would set up a table, and it's like Girl Scout cookies, and you buy and you tip. But now I saw even DoorDash you can order, so it's getting more and more like less, personal. But yeah, they have this coconut one that everybody loves. I forgot what's it like called, but they have like a couple ones.
Oh, delish.
And fat, but still
worth the fat. Talking about like fat food. I mean, if we go to like our annual barbecue, right? Like
that was like our annual like I guess team building for school, right? Or
like a day activity.
Yeah, because we would even do tug of war, like.
Oh, we would.
But it's always in that same zoo slash.
Yeah, because Macau is way too small to host to have like other kinds of fields. So all the schools go to the same field and like, just have like the barbecue there. I mean, I don't know if it's just public schools or also private schools, but.
Yeah, you're right that all of the schools, like they would, I guess, coordinate,
yeah, probably.
Yeah, they do. Like, it's like, I guess like the next week will be this school and that school. You'll still have to go in the like early in the morning to Pawai to like, to reserve a spot because we still like, there's still the public coming into, like in
True.
Filipinos and Indonesians.
True. They have their own picnic there and we're.
So good, bring in the tub of rice and some chicken wings that's marinated in garlic.
Like
and
for those barbecues, like we have to bring our own lunch sometimes, and oh my god, I remember always feeling so embarrassed of my lunch because it's so basic. It's just sandwich, but then other people would bring like curry, fish ball skewers, and other good food, and I'm trying to like hide in a corner to eat my lunch because I'm embarrassed.
That's hilarious. Oh my God. I remember like when we would have, because sometimes we would chip in and buy the barbecue stuff, the one delivered there. Like they would deliver raw meat and even the barbecue utensils and stuff. And they would have garlic inside. Oh my God. Do you remember the garlic paste? They would put it on the bread and like they would like
think so.
heat it in a barbecue. And it's like, oh,
Like
garlic bread. Yes. Put a chicken thigh on there, smear some honey. Oh my God. And I'll take a bite of that. It's like leaking honey, like delicious. So.
But then sometimes you eat like there's like a piece of sand in there and it's just in your
That's
mouth.
That's true.
Worth by the beach.
They love squid. They would put like the the tin foil. They're like all crafty and all. It's like,
or wrapped around sweet potato and just put it in under the coal, like in the
yes.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I feel like Asian barbecue, or maybe just barbecue that we've had in Macau, they have so many other varieties. You know what I mean? Like here, it seems to be more sausage and steak, ribs, hamburger. Yeah.
Like, the thought of a hamburger sounds nice, but then after one bite, I'm like, I'm so full. Like,
because the bun, yeah.
I get the beef patty, it's like, I guess I'm not a big fan. Like, it's too thick.
Yeah.
But yeah, and 4th of July, that's gonna be barbecue time, right? Like,
true.
How was your first 4th of July?
I didn't really go to one. I just it was just like, that was just a day I was just at my room and I was like, oh, I'll go for a walk, and then it's 4th of July because I see so many people in fireworks. I'm like, okay. I didn't like officially go to a party.
No, yeah. I just went like to Tyler's family and like full food and it was okay. It's like any family gathering, I guess. With fireworks, we never had any fireworks though. Like I saw some go off, but we have that in February. January, like end of January in Macau, where
the firework competition.
Yeah, that and Chinese New Year, where you can actually set off your own fireworks.
So essentially, we don't have like American camps in Macau, but we have, other stuff that kind of replaces these camps here, or team training type of thing. I don't know why, but when I think back of my summers in Macau, I just remember my summer homeworks. It's like, oh God, I hate it so much. And you just do it last week of summer.
I told you I'm a master procrastination. I will leave it to the last maybe not the last day, but last week, maybe.
Yeah, last week.
I'll start getting into it. Like that's the thing. Like I would wake up before my alarm to prepare mentally. Yeah. There are those people that would do it at first chance they get.
Yeah. Like the first week of summer.
Yeah. And trying to like hang out with them. And like, oh, I gotta do like homework first. And I'm like, are you serious right now? Then towards the end of the summer, you're like bored anyways, but you're still not doing your homework. Oh, I remember thinking like, okay, I want to go to school, I guess. Like, I guess I want to like, do better in school. And then I buy these notebooks and like, I'm going to write notes now.
New bag, new notebooks, new pens and pencil case every year.
That's one of my favorite things to do is go to the stationery shop and just look around. Because, like looking at, purple pen. Wee. Oh yeah,
your color was purple.
But yeah, and after a few days, I will just not write notes or my notes. It's just so bad. Like my handwriting is bad already. I can't even like understand my own notes. So what's the point? What's the point?
Imagine having bad handwriting for Chinese. Like if for English, it's okay. Maybe you still understand. But for Chinese, if like the words is, it's a different word.
That's my handwriting for both. Oh my God, you have no idea because like, okay, this is the story. When I was in first grade and when we needed to do like copy the Chinese words, I would always do a very bad job.
Yeah.
Yes. And my mom would do it for me instead of like actually teaching me because she has no patience. And then So, so like my teacher would be like, "Oh, very nice handwriting, good job," like that. And then, but when years gone by,
it never improved.
I have to write. It's like never look nice. It's just my patwa is sometimes wrong, and like it just looks like my letters have been blown by the wind. It's so cute though, because when I met Tyler, like the first time when I saw his handwriting, it's like the first time I ever seen someone with like similar handwriting as me.
Oh, really? No, it's not a big thing here where they emphasize on having good handwriting, but it's such an important thing for our schools.
I know a lot of people I know have like really nice handwriting, and it's like
no,
it's funny
I mean, like,
Tyler was
do they emphasize it in schools though?
Emphasize,
you know what I mean?
Schools?
That's what I don't know.
I wonder actually.
Yeah,
I mean,
know.
if Tyler doesn't have good handwriting and it never been a problem, like I guess not, because the thing with America is that if it was a problem, they would have a writing class, you know, like
maybe yeah. Like a speech class you'd have.
Yes, exactly, because we don't have that shit in Macau. Like it would benefit us so much if we had it, obviously, like because
for sure
for foreigners, but nope. It's like, but you do your best. Ask your Filipino mother for help. That doesn't speak any Chinese. But yeah, and
sometimes it just feels like our summer is not to like have fun and have a break, but it's for us to do better the next year. You know, it's not like,
yeah,
I want my summer, like I want a summer break, I want a summer holiday, but sometimes, but I think obviously, like, you know, it's case by case too.
I know some people would like go travel, and I'm like, obviously, I'm not rich enough for that. Like our family,
we're not. Yeah,
our family isn't. So yeah. I remember I would always be in a computer. I guess maybe those were like my days where I make YouTube videos. I don't know.
True.
Could be. Didn't you used to do ballet? Like
I did ballet. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. You're probably like you had so much activities. I feel like. I remember summertime, the only activity I've ever like, you know, enrolled in. Remember the DSEJ summer activity?
The bicycle, fasik dance.
I did fasik like
oh really?
Sandra, because that was the only like class that was like open, because you need a chow team. Remember, you got like it's like you gotta put your name limited. In. Yeah, you gotta put your name in and your favorite ones and see if you get chosen first. And it's like I saw there was also horse riding, and I'm like, who's rich enough for that, man?
No, there is one horse riding place in Haksa, and it's like 100 pataka for one. That's like $10.
You went?
I went, yeah, I went.
I think I remember you summer. Said, yeah,
summer course though. It's because my mom knew a friend, and I just
yeah. The one was a summer course, and I remember thinking it's the most expensive one because it's 600. It says 655 for like the but I guess it's still not expensive if you think about it in America. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's the thing with Macau. Everything is just smaller, cheaper. You know, when we were there, we didn't think of it like that, obviously.
No, and now that's gone. We're like, oh no, we missed out. Like we're missing how cheap things are.
I think I was gaming also League of Legends. I bet Dante
that's probably how you started. Yeah, no, when I first met you and I had the League of Legends lanyard, you're like, oh, you play League? I'm like, no.
Don't miss that is a very misleading lanyard. I know. They are missy and you're pretty. So it's like if a gamer dude sees you, like a League of Legends gamer dude especially, like you're gonna be like the love of my life. But yeah, it's true though. This is true. You can get away with so many things being a girl and as a gamer, you know. And it's like they're like, oh, it's okay. Like I died in the game. It was really embarrassing. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Like it was lag, and they're like, oh, it's fine. But then when it's a guy that made a mistake, it's like, dude, what the hell? Like, you noob. And then they would just roast him nonstop, and I'm just
yeah.
Like I don't get shit because I'm a girl, but yeah.
Kind of just different things just put into our summer time. I do wish there are summer camps in Macau, but it's such a big, like it's a city, like, you know, summer camps just doesn't work in Macau. Maybe in Hong Kong it does, but in Macau it doesn't work. It's small, and so usually people
saw mosquitos.
Ugh.
Deadly mosquitoes.
God.
Oh my God, those mosquito bites. You put medicine, it doesn't go away.
Like, they're immune to it.
Yeah, and you put repel, it doesn't repel, it comes
No.
close. No,
The
yeah, I
ones,
would get
especially the mosquitoes with like a zebra stripe, black and white. That's dangerous.
very tango. Oh wait, what is it? Tangi
Tangkain.
Tangai.
Tangit hey.
Tangi hey.
Tangkain. Mixing up our Chinese because we don't even.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Dude, I was trying. It was so funny because I was like, you know how we went to Chinese school, so it's like our subjects were taught in Chinese too. So whenever someone asks you ask me like a question in English, but it's like something you'd know in school, like for example in science or geography, and I'm like, shit, I don't know. And I was like, I swear I'm not dumb, but I can say it in
it's
Chinese.
A different language. Yeah.
Yes.
No, when for example, like some kind of historical figure like Napoleon or something, I'm like, who's that again? But then if you ask me in Chinese, I know the guy, I'm not dumb. I didn't go to school, but it's a different language.
Yes. Oh my God, so real. Because I remember thinking like, Tyler's like, oh, Florida's gonna be so hot this summer, like blue, because it is like one of the hottest states. And I'm like, well, it gets pretty hot in Macau too. And he's like, hotter than Florida? No. And I'm like, I know it doesn't, but it's like, it's in the eye thigh hey house. I was trying to say it's the eye thigh, not the yi thigh, but the eye thigh. So it's still second hottest, and they're like, what is that? And I'm like, well, there's the equator, right? And then there's the second equator.
The globe, it's separated into like 6 or 5 sections.
I swear I'm not dumb. I just don't know the English name for this. It's
yeah. So
especially chemistry, like the yang. Okay, I know that's carbohydrate. Carbohydrate.
She's trying to say carbon dioxide. Dioxide.
Whatever. Oxygen. Young. Hey. But all in all, I think camps for sure. I wished I was in a camp. Like growing up, it did look so much fun. And there's this kid show that Tyler's niece watches. It's called Bunked. It's on Netflix. It's a Disney show, and it's like, yeah, it's like kids in a like a summer camp, and they're just it's a show, so you can imagine Disney shows. But yeah, I was like, oh, that would be fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not something we could have had. But at the same time, we had our fun.
We found our way. Yeah, we found our way of being creative.
It's different type of fun, right?
Just different type of summer, yeah.
In the future, if you have a kid, right? And would you pay for summer camp for them?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, right?
I think summer camp is such a good experience. Like, even if I was 10 years too old when I went for my first summer camp, I think it's a good experience for friends. For, like, if you're, like, a person who's always too shy to come out of your comfort zone, like, these are the things to go to, yeah.
Yes. And also, it's like, if it's a sports, like, camp, like it's a sports team and they have camp, like that type of thing also, that would be so cool. Like, I want to be financially stable before I get a kid, because I do want to make it right. Like, I want to give all the stuff that I would totally want when I was a kid, or like thought I would need, I know this sounds like any other parent out there, like obviously, but I would really want to try my best.
Yeah. I think it's definitely important for kids to grow up with these kind of activities. I mean, we didn't have them, but we turned out pretty great, I think,
Okay la. That's great. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, we hope you guys have a fun summer, because probably a lot of you guys, summer is here. Or if you're not in school, have a fun summer. Yeah. The other week, I was like, oh, what about we go to Canada in summer? So it's not that cold. but still, like, there's snow, and like she was like, there's not gonna be snow in Canada in summer. And I'm like, what do you mean? It's Canada, it's in the north. And it's like, no, in summer obviously it's gonna be hot. And I'm like, but is it always cold there? I was super blonde moment, but that's the thing, I've never been there.
Yeah, you wouldn't know. Canada's a good idea.
Summertime is Australia that's cold, right?
Yeah, so the South Hemisphere is like Brazil. Brazil is turning winter now. Australia is as well.
Ooh. Does it snow there?
Brazil?
Yeah.
I think some places, but not so much, I think.
Okay.
But it gets pretty cold. Like, people think Brazil or Macau doesn't get cold, but it does get cold, you know?
Yeah, Macau type of cold is the worst type of cold because you wear
no matter how many layers you wear, you're not going to be warm because it seeps through the layers.
Yeah, because it's cold and it's humid, and the wetness just comes into your clothes and pierces you. So cold.
Yeah.
No, yeah, you're right though.